On the morning of February 9, 1978, Kimberly Leach, a 12-year-old student at Lake City Junior High School in Florida, disappeared during what should have been a normal day. She was last seen by a friend heading toward the school's main building after being summoned by a teacher. Kim never arrived at class. Panic quickly spread through the small town of Lake City. The community launched an immediate search. Volunteers, teachers, and law enforcement combed through school grounds and surrounding neighborhoods. Her parents, Tom and Betty Leach, were devastated. Their daughter was a well-behaved, quiet girl who had no reason to run away. Days turned into weeks with no trace of her. 7 weeks later, on April 7, 1978, the decomposed body of Kim Leach was discovered in a pig shed in Suwannee County, nearly 50 miles from her school. The remains were so deteriorated that forensic evidence was difficult to collect, but investigators confirmed she had been sexually assaulted and murdered. At the time of Kim's disappearance, law enforcement across several states were already searching for a man who had escaped from a Colorado jail just a month earlier. That man was Ted Bundy. Bundy, one of the most infamous serial killers in American history, had escaped jail twice. After his second escape in late 1977, he made his way to Tallahassee, Florida. On January 15, 1978, less than a month before Kim's disappearance, Bundy broke into the Chi Omega sorority house at Florida State University and brutally attacked 4 young women, killing 2 of them. Then, 2 weeks later, he abducted and murdered Kimberly Leach. The connection was not made immediately, but once Bundy was caught in Pensacola on February 15, 1978, driving a stolen vehicle and carrying stolen IDs, police began linking him to a string of violent crimes across the country. His involvement in Kim's case emerged after items belonging to her were found in his vehicle, and fibers on her clothing matched the van he had stolen shortly before the abduction. Bundy was charged with the murder of Kim Leach in addition to the Chi Omega attacks. During the trials, Bundy, a former law student, insisted on representing himself. He displayed charm, wit, and confidence in court, drawing significant media attention. However, the evidence against him was overwhelming. In 1980, Bundy was convicted of Kimberly Leach's abduction and murder and sentenced to death. It was his 3rd death sentence, following 2 others for the Chi Omega murders. During the sentencing phase of the Leach trial, Bundy shocked the courtroom by proposing marriage to his girlfriend Carol Ann Boone while questioning her on the witness stand. Under Florida law at the time, this qualified as a legal marriage. After spending nearly a decade on death row and going through several failed appeals, Ted Bundy was executed in the electric chair at Florida State Prison on January 24, 1989. Crowds cheered outside the prison as news of his death spread. Families of the victims, including Kim Leach's, expressed bittersweet relief that justice had finally been served. Kimberly Leach is often remembered as the final known victim of Ted Bundy. Her tragic death marked the end of a nationwide reign of terror and forced the country to grapple with the reality that someone as outwardly normal as Bundy could commit such evil acts. Her case remains one of the most haunting aspects of Bundy's long and brutal legacy.